I'm Ross Paterson. I handle Derek Prince's China work, and want to start off by saying two things, if I may. First of all, thank you so much to all of you who pray and support the work in China, because we believe over the last 26 years God has done some really significant work. We've taken Derek Prince from zero to arguably the best known teacher in China, and many lives in every province of China have been changed and blessed by him, apart from Chinese communities outside of China. May I just bring two, if you like, correction of perhaps things that folk don't understand. Number one, you see John and myself, John will get a chance in a minute, and you see two Westerners. What we represent is a huge team of amazing workers inside China. Chinese have an expression, 不方便. It's not 方便. It's not convenient for us to show them to you, but we want you not to see us, but some wonderful believers in China who have, some of them for a number of years, labored to take Derek's material and distribute them across China, whether in book form, whether in VCD format. There's also website work. John met recently with someone who went to the DPM Chinese website and downloaded every single thing she could get. And that's about 7 years of teaching in there. So please don't look at us. Please see Chinese faces of brothers and sisters. Secondly, I think in certain Western countries at the moment, there is a profound misunderstanding about China. Folk feel, well, why would we be distributing Derek's material? China's rich, isn't it? China has huge national wealth. And surely China's freeing up, so they must be able to buy books, and that's Christian books. Both those assumptions are wrong. Number one, China, yes, is the second strongest economy in the world, and indeed has very heavy investments in the United States and UK and elsewhere. But the reality is that Chinese people, most of them, that's not so. A proven statistic is that 70% of the personal wealth, that's the money in our pockets of China, is in the hands of 0.2% of the population. So what that means is 1 in 500 is very rich, but the other probably 400 out of that 500, many of them are living on $2 a day. They're not able to easily get Christian materials. Secondly, yes, there are Christian bookshops. I visited one or two myself in China. But as a Chinese co-worker said recently to us, he said maybe in 5 years' time they'll have Derek Prince type books, but they don't at the moment. They have general teaching about family and so on. Now, why do I raise those two issues? China's personal wealth in the hands of believers and capacity to get materials, because it's so strategic that we supply Derek's materials to make a difference in the lives of many believers, especially those who simply can't afford the books. And we know that's happened. We know God has touched literally millions of lives. John, tell us a few stories.
I've just recently returned from a trip to China where I visited many people, all of whom have received through our distributors in China some of Derek's material, and everywhere that I've been, people have said, we love this material, we need this material, we need more of this material. And the reason for that really is a little logical when you think about it. Estimates would put new growth of the church in China between, from 15,000 upwards per day of new believers. That's every day, 15,000. It's staggering. And even if we gave one book to every new believer to read, then we're talking in the region of somewhere between 7 and 9 million a year, and that is an astronomical amount of books. And the other thing that Derek's material is used for extensively is to train leaders. If you have that many new believers coming along every month, there's a desperate need for leadership. And the thing is that I've met people who are leading churches of a couple of hundred, and they've only been believers themselves 3 to 6 months. And they've had no opportunity for Bible school, they've had no opportunity to study. And so Derek's material is paramount to teaching them and bringing them on with the Bible and an understanding of the Bible that they can then use to disciple and mature some of the other young Christians that are coming on all the time. I met a person who became a Christian in 1989 by listening to one of Derek's radio shows that we were broadcasting then into China. And since then, she's downloaded everything onto MP3 players, MP5 players. They take them around to all the people that they can meet and say, listen to this because this will change your life. And she said, and it does.